क्योंकि क्लियर मेजॉरिटी कोई बात बोली
नहीं। अभी हमको लगता है थोड़ा धैर्य रखिए, अभी देखते जाइए क्या क्या होता है।
एक ही फ्लाइट में आगे पीछे बैठे हुए थे सीएम के साथ
आए, कोई बातचीत हुई
या कुछ बात भी करेंगे?
बात भी सब बात लोगों की नमस्कार प्रणाम दुआ हुई और क्या, लेकिन बाकी क्या होता आगे आगे देखते रहिए।
So that's what Tejashwi said. Wait and watch. Wait and watch. That's what he says. Remember, Nitish Kumar and Tejashwi are the former alliance partners in Bihar. In fact, boarded the same flight, and that was a very interesting image that emerged this morning. However, Nitish Kumar continues to maintain that he is with the NDA, while there are Tejashwi sending out and the RJD sending out feelers. Yesterday, he was talking about Nitish Kumar in full admiration, saying he is my chacha, and we are with him today. Once again, he says, wait and watch. In fact, Shravan is joining us live from the line from New Delhi. He's tracking Chandrababu Naidu. And Shravan, take us through this the latest that's happening at the 7 Lok Sabha mark, because the NDA meeting has begun. And what we are understanding is that today could be the day when the alliance partners, the NDA, will be staking claim to form the government. If TDP and Nitish Kumar, of course, agree to whatever the talks, how they materialize, it all depends on that. And Amit Shah and Rajnath Singh, along with JP Nadda, will be heading to the president's office.
Well, in fact, Rakshita, let me just quickly take you through all the latest developments from both the camps. That will help you to our viewers understand what's really happening at the NDA meeting. While the deliberations are already underway at 7 Lok Sabha mark. Now, TDP camp has made it very clear that with the numbers that they have and to be part of Modi government 3.0, there are certain demands that are to be fulfilled. The TDP MPs have already communicated that to TDP chief Chandrababu Naidu. In fact, it was a short meeting, lasted for about 25 minutes, where at least 4 of the MPs, the parliamentarians, have already told Chandrababu Naidu that largely the parliamentarians want that at least 5 to 6 portfolios should be given. There are 2 specific departments that they are looking at. We haven't been able to source the name as yet of which are the 2 departments that they are keen, or the 2 portfolios that they are very keen on getting on their side. Now, with regards to Nitish Kumar, while there is no official statement that has been made as yet, Nitish Kumar is already present at the NDA meeting. Remember, Chandrababu Naidu, right after the results, said that he is very much part of the NDA. A similar statement hasn't been made by Nitish Kumar as yet. In fact, there were images that had come into our newsroom earlier in the day with Tejashwi Yadav and Nitish Kumar travelled together. In fact, they had changed their seats and they were together, sitting together through the entire flight. And in fact, Tejashwi Yadav, the moment he landed, he said, "Dekhte ab kya hoga." While there have been overtures from both the sides, TDP has made it very clear that there is absolutely no chance that they are going to shift their allegiance. They are going to be very much part of the NDA. And if all goes well, there is a very high possibility that by the end of the day, the NDA could stake claim. Earlier in the day, the Prime Minister had already submitted his resignation at the Council of Ministers. In fact, President Murmu has said that he should be the caretaker Prime Minister till the time the new government is formed. So all the developments have already taken place. Things could actually change in the next few hours after the meeting that takes place at 7 Lok Sabha mark.
Absolutely, Shravan. Of course, this is going to be a very interesting what we see from now. And as you were telling and pointing out that Nitish Kumar is yet to make any emphatic statement that he indeed is with the NDA, and come what may, there is that he will remain with the BJP. But on the other hand, you have Naidu, who has been very firm. And in fact, he has been very clear that with his intentions of lending his support to but help us understand, help our viewers understand, Shravan, now what really goes in when it comes to the negotiations that would be happening, or whatever understanding all these partners will be having, especially with regards to Nitish Kumar, since you said, and I repeat that there could be some possibility, there could be a room of possibility that he could go any other way. So Shravan, tell us more about if there is any challenge if it comes to Nitish Kumar with the BJP.
Well, in fact, our colleague Prakash is in a much better position to explain to our viewers with regards to what's really happening within the Nitish camp. In fact, he did travel this morning along with a JDU leader who's also indicated that there was going to be hard bargaining. While same is the case with the TDP camp that I've been tracking very closely. In fact, I was inside where the meeting actually took place at the moment after the TDP MPs had come out. They had clearly stated that this has been told to Chandrababu Naidu that they should be communicating their demands today itself without much delay. Similar is the situation with the Nitish Kumar's camp, at least to recall what Prakash was saying a short while back, that hard bargaining in terms of portfolios, and second is with regards to the special status. Now, unlike what we've seen in the case of TDP, where there have been bold statements have been made with regards to their allegiance to the NDA government, Nitish Kumar seems to be a little subservient right now, not making it very, not making it very clear about where exactly he stands at this point in time. And if you take a look at some of these images that have come in, visual one that I would like to refer to is the image of Nitish Kumar and Tejashwi Yadav. Nitish Kumar in the business class of the flight from Patna to New Delhi, and in the seat just behind Nitish Kumar was where Tejashwi Yadav was sitting. The body language also, if you really look at it from the image that we've seen, is that they appear to be a little comfortable at this point in time. But that changes after the flight takes off, because it turns out that both of them were sitting together, while Tejashwi Yadav's camp says that there were no talks that happened between Tejashwi Yadav and Nitish Kumar. But whether at all things are changing or not, we're not very sure. I'll try and also bring in Prakash, in fact, who spoke to Lalan Singh. Remember, Lalan Singh was denied a ministership in the previous government, but things could actually change because he's also here in the national capital. So these are some of the issues that have already been raised. There could be more contentious issues also, particularly with regards to the BJP making it very clear. If you remember, Amit Shah in an interview to Arnab Goswami had already indicated that one of the first big agenda of Modi 3.0 would be the implementation of the Uniform Civil Code. Now that goes a little against the grain of the JDU. In fact, it turns out that in the past two, Nitish Kumar had made it very clear that implementation of the Uniform Civil Code may not be possible, or objections have already been raised. Now, all of that perhaps would be ironed out at a later stage. Now, if you contrast that with the TDP camp, they are very clear right now that the alliance or the mandate that they actually got in Andhra Pradesh was a mandate for the alliance. So there is absolutely no question of coming out. In fact, they say that the Congress has not been able to open their account in Andhra Pradesh because people haven't forgotten what they had to suffer because of the bifurcation which happened almost 10 years ago. So they're unwilling to forget what really happened to the people of Andhra Pradesh and what they have lost because of the bifurcation. And that is the reason why they're saying that it would perhaps be blasphemous at this point in time for the TDP to even think that they could actually switch camps. That's the reason why you've seen the kind of emphatic statements that have been made by TDP chief Chandrababu Naidu. A short while back, his MPs too were very confident about the fact that even though there have been overtures made by the Indi camp by putting out their manifesto saying that the Andhra Pradesh special status can only be given by the Congress party, they say that they are not bothered about what the Indi have to offer at this point in time, because as far as the special status is concerned, they're very clear that they would be in a position to bargain this with the BJP. So it's very clear. As far as their common minimum program, as they refer to inside the meeting, their common minimum program is very clear, and they're willing to side with the NDA on most of the issues because there isn't much of a difference about what they want and what the BJP wants at this stage. We'll also try and see if we can go across to Prakash, who's outside the Prime Minister's residence, getting us the latest details, because it's also going to be crucial to see how exactly things really change at this stage and whether at all the demands that have been made by both sides. One interesting aspect that I would also like to highlight, because one of the BJP members that we could meet inside the TDP camp a short while back indicated that while the negotiations are underway, BJP too is very clear as to how much ground are they willing to concede at this point in time. While the gap is large enough for them to reach the halfway mark, but they are saying that they are not going to compromise beyond a point. So that's also the indication that the negotiation or the deliberation that is going to take place over the next few hours is going to be extremely crucial for them to put together an alliance that actually lasts and it does not cause an impediment towards the work and the development aspect that the Prime Minister has been speaking about. So very clear about how things are stacked up right now for both the camps. In fact, how things really change or what really happens inside the meeting. We'll get you all the latest developments as we have the largest team covering this big political development taking place in the national capital.
Where the software engineer meets the cool UI UX designer to create the big dream. The world comes together at Sharda University.
चल, हो जा शुरू। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो, पतवारा हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो, पतवारा हुआ रे। हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
With over 1,12,718 startups igniting innovation, driving digital growth. Over 800 million internet users are bridging distances and strengthening bonds across.
10 साल के बाद लगातार तीसरी बार जनता जनार्दन का प्यार, उनका आशीर्वाद हमारा हौसला बढ़ाता है। हमारे विरोधी एकजुट होकर भी उतनी सीटें नहीं जीत पाए जितनी इस लोकसभा चुनाव में अकेली बीजेपी ने जीती है। हम पूरी निष्ठा से, पूरी ईमानदारी से देश की सेवा करते रहे। विकसित भारत के लक्ष्य के लिए हम खूब मेहनत करेंगे, जमकर मेहनत करेंगे। हमारे पास रुकने का, थमने का समय नहीं है। ये राष्ट्र नीति के लिए एकजुट होकर आगे बढ़ने का समय है। आज की ये विजय दुनिया के सबसे बड़े लोकतंत्र की जीत है। ये भारत के संविधान पर अटूट निष्ठा की जीत है। ये विकसित भारत के प्रण की जीत है। ये सबका साथ, सबका विकास, इस मंत्र की जीत है।
From Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
जब हिंदुस्तान मिले हिंदुस्तान से,
जेके टायर, देश का टायर।
Hello. Hi there, welcome to this Wednesday edition of 2024. The motions of forming the next government are already on. We have seen Prime Minister visiting the President, tendering his resignation, which is of course part of the protocol.
after the last Council of Ministers and, crucially, NDA meeting taking place in New Delhi as we speak. All that and more. Let's begin with the headlines. Key NDA meeting underway in New Delhi. Nitish, Naidu and BJP brass in attendance. Prime Minister Modi meets President, tenders his resignation along with the Council of Ministers. Marathon developments in the capital on if Naidu and Nitish lend support NDA to his stake claim. Top BJP leaders including Shah, Rajnath and Nadda with allies to meet the President. PM Modi's swearing-in ceremony likely to be on June 8. NDA meet on June 7th. Big statement by Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis says, free me from Deputy CM post, want to work for the party.
थोड़ा धैर्य रखिए, अभी देखते जाइए क्या होता है.
As NDA and Indi plan next move, Nitish Kumar, Tejashwi, Yadav is spotted on same flight. Nitish silent, Tejashwi says wait and watch. TDP chief Chandrababu Naidu clears the air, says he's firmly with NDA. Thanks Prime Minister and Amit Shah for their unconditional support. All right, welcome back, friends. As I mentioned, the NDA meeting is taking place at 7 LKM. In fact, as we speak, people have spoken. The mandate is out. The NDA is back in power with 293 seats now. The Indi bloc of the opposition increased its numbers, and that puts the BJP in a situation where they are by themselves short of the halfway mark. But otherwise, the government is there. We heard Prime Minister make that victory speech. And now an NDA meeting is taking place. Shravan is there joining me live from outside 7 LKM. I believe, Shravan, right, you're there. And the meeting has been on for a while now. We know that N. Chandrababu Naidu is there, part of the meeting, and you have been closely tracking him. Of course, Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar, two key NDA allies with significant numbers insofar as NDA's majority goes. So what are you hearing, the latest in terms of the deliberations taking place inside through your sources in the TDP, in the Naidu camp? Is everyone on the same page? And are we, most importantly, going to see staking of claim happening later in the day?
Well, in fact, Abhishek, I was inside when Chandrababu Naidu had come to meet some of his parliamentarians at MP Jaidev Galla's residence. Now, this is where the meeting actually took place. I'll just quickly give you a glimpse so that there is a context to it. And the meeting started roughly around 3 o'clock this afternoon. Of course, the mood is quite upbeat. Now, this is the very place that we've also met Chandrababu Naidu in the past. Remember when he's gone through a tough time, especially given the fact that he's been out of power and the very fact that he was fighting Jagan's government, the very fact that he was behind bars. Now, quickly to take you through what are the latest developments. At least 4 of his key parliamentarians, Abhishek, was inside the residence. There was a brief meeting. Lasted for about 25 minutes is what, because we were standing just outside it. And as I move around and just show you, there's nothing much right now really happening because all of them have already left from this particular residence of the parliamentarian who, when the meeting actually took place. And in that particular meeting, if I'm allowed to just quickly tell our viewers some of the details of what really transpired. Number one, with regards to the fact that there should be a higher representation by way of more portfolios, and the portfolios of which there are two key portfolios that they are looking at. Abhishek, I was unable to really get the names of the two portfolios they're very keen on. At least three of the parliamentarians with whom I spoke to said that it is very crucial for Andhra Pradesh, and that is the reason why we are looking at least two of the key portfolios. Now, apart from that, there are also talks of the Speaker's position. Now, they are referring to what happened during Atal Bihari Vajpayee's government when they were basically offered the Speaker's position, because they believe that this cements the relationship between both the parties. So that is, again, another key demand.
Okay.
Interestingly, just minutes before Chandrababu Naidu actually left for the NDA meeting, the MPs also made it very clear that Chandrababu Naidu should make these demands very clear today itself. So there is a clear indication that if all goes well, then there is a very high possibility that they could actually stake claim. But unlike in the case of Nitish Kumar, Chandrababu and his entire team is very, very clear.
Right,
very
Shravan.
clear that they are going to stay with NDA.
Right, Shravan. Interesting that even bargaining talks are really happening. We have Prakash Singh also joining us live from outside LKM now. I believe Shravan happens to be outside the residence of Jaydev Galla, the TDP MP, and Prakash Singh from outside 7 LKM. Prakash Singh, you have been closely tracking the movements of Nitish Kumar since yesterday. You have flown down from Patna with him. This bargaining talk that we are seeing for the first time perhaps in the last 10 years, almost like the coalition politics is back in business. What is your sense, Prakash? The Paltu Chacha, as he's called Nitish Kumar, with all those noises coming in from the Indi camp, more specifically the RJD, with Meesa Bharti saying, "Hamare Chacha hain." You think Nitish is going to firmly remain with NDA and with Narendra Modi?
Of course, yes, Abhishek, and I have spoken to the man concerned himself, and he's solidly behind the NDA, and it's not a very old coalition, although they have been a part of the same alliance for 27, 28 years, but 3 or 4 years here and there, that too because of Narendra Modi becoming the Prime Minister, they have parted ways. I'll ask my camera person to pan. So, as far as the politics is concerned, the deliberations are on, and in the background, the meeting is taking place, the deliberations are taking place. I'll ask my camera person to give a top angle of what is happening, not the vehicle. So, as far as the deliberations are concerned, yes, hectic parleys are on as far as its ministerial berths are concerned. As someone was saying that TDP is bargaining hard for speaker's post, but I think that BJP would not budge on the speaker's post because they already have 240 numbers, and sacrificing the speaker's post is like sacrificing the crown. And the various bills and execution and implementation of various bills and passage of various bills that needs to be done, and the BJP will not sacrifice the speaker's post. I have my doubts on that because they have 240 odd numbers. They may sacrifice certain plum ministerial berths, like important ministries like railways, surface transport, agriculture, rural development.
Prakash, I have a question for you. What's going to be the bargaining chip insofar as Nitish Kumar is concerned? Is it the special category status that he has been asking for, in fact, which had become one of the issues on which Nitish Kumar really left the NDA earlier, like in the case of Chandrababu Naidu also? Or is it about key portfolios? What's going to be the deciding factor insofar as Nitish having his say in the pie in Delhi is concerned?
Well, yes, they will certainly bargain for key portfolios for sure. And as far as sending a political message across the state of Bihar or across the state of Andhra Pradesh, both the leaders have been demanding a special category status, and they would be demanding because it's a political message that has to be sent, because it's
okay,
a long-standing
Prakash, just hold on to your thoughts.
both,
interesting conversation going on, but we're getting live pictures of Akhilesh Yadav. And he's also come to Delhi to be part of the Indi deliberation that will take place at 6 p.m. at Mallikarjun Kharge's residence. Remember, a lot of media attention is going to be on Akhilesh Yadav because he has turned out trumps in Uttar Pradesh. And after the results yesterday, Samajwadi Party led by Akhilesh Yadav has become the third largest party in the 18th Lok Sabha with 33 members of parliament. All the gains made by Samajwadi Party have been at the expense of the BJP, because BJP has almost come down to half of its 2019 tally. And these are pictures of Akhilesh Yadav. So, okay, let me go back to Prakash and the conversation we were having. Sorry, Prakash, we had to cut to those pictures coming in from the IGI airport from where Akhilesh Yadav has landed. But coming back to the conversation we were having, you think it's going to be easy even for the BJP to be accepting the demand for a special category status? Because that was almost like an in-principle position the BJP had taken, Prakash, of not giving any state any special package or special status beyond whatever constitutional mechanisms already exist. Because the belief was that this can have a dominoes effect. So if Bihar asks for a package and gets one today, Andhra would get tomorrow, ask and get tomorrow, and then it comes the turn of Odisha and Jharkhand and Chhattisgarh, then it becomes unending.
Well, Abhishek, in principle it is not possible, because as far as a special package is concerned, that is permissible. The Prime Minister can grant a special package, but not a special category status. A special category status pertains to the state and the center's share in the developmental projects. That is, 90% of the central projects would be the 90% funds and 10% of the state. Now it is 60-40. 60% have to be borne out by the state government and 40% only by the central government. That is what the special category status that both these leaders have been demanding in terms of financial assistance in all the developmental projects. But if it is a special package, the Prime Minister can always grant, say, a special package of 2 lakh crores, 3 lakh crores for certain developmental projects.
Okay,
so
Prakash,
that is a political message that has to be sent out by both the leaders in Bihar as well as Andhra Pradesh.
Prakash.
But it remains a fact that certain special packages are remained unspent by state government as far as developmental projects are concerned.
Yeah, Prakash, you know, politics is equal parts business of substance and optics. And so far as optics go, I believe as much as Chandrababu Naidu, so Nitish Kumar would want some takeaways insofar as his demand for a special category status is concerned. But quickly, before I go to Shravan Prakash, 30 seconds, please tell us what you are hearing from the Nitish camp about the possibility of NDA led by Prime Minister Modi staking claim to form the government today itself.
Yes. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, along with all the allied leaders, will be going to the President before the dinner meeting. That's what we are told, before the dinner of the Council of Ministers, the present Council of Ministers. And after that, the permutation and combination will begin for the swearing-in ceremony, because they cannot delay it any longer, because of you have been hearing noises and rumors from the India alliance about luring Nitish and Chandrababu Naidu. And I can say it firmly that Nitish is going to stay with Narendra Modi, solidly behind him, with certain share in the ministry as well as certain demands.
Absolutely, and that gives you an indication of how stable the NDA government is and is going to be. But on that note, let me go to Shravan. And Shravan, I come to you with a very specific question. Even as we wait for the NDA meet to get over and for the leaders to go to the Rashtrapati Bhavan a second time in the day, this time the entire NDA and stake claim to form the government. What are you hearing about this demand of a special package that Chandrababu Naidu had for Andhra? In fact, that was the issue for which he left NDA in 2016 on a very bitter note. Specifically, the demand for the 16,000 crore odd rupees at that time, I believe, possibly more now, package for the new capital outside Vijayawada for Andhra Pradesh. So what are you hearing about that? Is that on the negotiating table already, or you think that the TDP would wait when the right time comes to broach it up and as of now only focus on getting some key portfolios and get the government going?
Well, in fact, it's very much on the table right now. In fact, I did hear those murmurs when I was inside, because that's what one of the parliamentarians also indicated, because what YSR CP could not really deliver, despite the understanding that they've had with the Bharatiya Janata Party, is the special status, and that has also found some resonance in the campaigning that was done by Chandrababu Naidu with the promises that have been made in the TDP manifesto itself. That's exactly why perhaps a little bit of tinkering was actually done earlier in the day by the Congress leaders by saying that, look here, in our manifesto we've already promised for a special status, and that can only be delivered by the Congress government. But that did not really go down well, because we just spoke to one of the TDP parliamentarians who then said that, listen, if they at all wanted, they could have done that 10 years ago, and people of Andhra Pradesh haven't really forgotten what they had to bear after the bifurcation. So this is very much part of the negotiation. But remember, the parliamentarians also indicating that it need not happen right away. This could be ironed out over a period of time. But what essentially comes out from the deliberations that have taken place between 3 o'clock and 3:25 this afternoon, it was largely to do with the portfolio allocation, and they're very keen that at least 2 key portfolios that they would like in their own kitty.
Okay, I'll continue this conversation. Shravan, stay with us, as also Prakash, of course. I have to just take a short commercial break, dip into it. Okay, short commercial break, short one, and I'm back with both Shravan and Prakash there at the TDP camp office, so to say, and the Prime Minister's residence in a bit.
Where the software engineer meets the gifted content writer to create the big dream. The world comes together at Sharda University.
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी.
With over 1,12,718 startups igniting innovation, driving digital growth. Over 800 million internet users are bridging distances and strengthening bonds across the globe, making India the third largest digitalized country in the world, accounting for around 46% of the world's real-time digital transactions. To celebrate the makers and shakers behind Digital India and India's phenomenal digital yatra, Republic Business is delighted to bring its inaugural Republic Business Emerging Tech Awards,
where the software engineer meets the cool UI UX designer to create the big dream. The world comes together at Sharda University.
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी.
India is taking bold steps when it comes to economic advancement and scientific breakthroughs. Whether it be healthcare, fintech, EVs, or any other sector, the entrepreneurs in India are moving the country forward with their success stories. Republic Business is going ahead and hosting its first ever Emerging Technology Awards. If you think your work inspires, if you think your work can inspire hundreds of people, then do log on to rbeta.in for more details.
With over 1,12,718 startups igniting innovation, driving digital growth.
Over 800 million internet users are bridging distances and strengthening bonds across the globe, making India the third largest digitalized country in the world, accounting for around 46% of the world's real-time digital transactions. To celebrate the makers and shakers behind Digital India and India's phenomenal digital yatra, Republic Business is delighted to bring its inaugural Republic Business Emerging Tech Awards.
Do you have an entrepreneurial dream? Do you have a good business plan? Arbiter X, an extension of the Republic Business Emerging Technology Awards, is where you should be. A business plan contest, Arbiter X gives you the scope to pitch your ideas, gets it funded, and secure mentorship from the who's who.
This is Republic Luminous Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla. Let's get started.
Right, key NDA meeting underway in New Delhi. Nitish, Naidu and BJP brass in attendance. All right, welcome back, friends. In fact, we have live coverage going from the ground on the NDA and Indy meets, the government and the opposition side. And we have reporters on the ground. Let's get going with the headlines first. Prime Minister Modi meets President, tenders his resignation along with the Council of Ministers. Marathon developments in the capital. If Naidu and Nitish lend support, NDA to stake claim today itself. Top BJP leaders including Shah, Rajnath and Nadda with allies to meet the President. PM Modi's swearing-in ceremony likely to be on June 8. NDA meet with all MPs on June 7th. Big statement by Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis says, free me from the Deputy CM post, want to work for the party.
अब हमको लगता है थोड़ा धैर्य रखिए, अभी देखते जाइए क्या क्या होता है.
As NDA and Indy plan next move, Nitish Kumar, Tejashwi Yadav spotted on same flight. Nitish silent, Tejashwi says wait and watch. TDP chief clears the air, says, I am with NDA, thanks Prime Minister and Amit Shah for the unconditional support. Okay, let's cut straight to the pictures coming in from 7 LKM, Lok Kalyan Marg, where it seems the NDA meeting, which was going on for the last couple of hours, has just ended. These are live pictures coming in of the ministers coming out. This seems like the carcade of the Home Minister. Okay, ministers coming out first, and then other NDA leaders. If this is the carcade of the Home Minister, then other leaders should be coming out. Let's get a close-up, let's get a close-up, let's get a close-up. Prakash Singh is reporting live from outside 7 Lok Kalyan Marg on the other side. These are live pictures from our own cameras. Other leaders also coming out. These seem like bureaucrat cards. Okay, Prakash continues to be with us. Some movement there. Prakash, coming back to you. And the conversation we were having, this is a little unusual for the BJP also to be tackling this kind of coalition politics where you have allies talking about what they want, what they don't want, what they should get, what they should not get. You think it's going to be difficult or easy for the government to handle, for the BJP to handle?
I don't think, Abhishek, there would be too much of problem or trouble for Narendra Modi, because all of us have known Prime Minister Narendra Modi to be a tough taskmaster. He knows what he has to do. He knows his business. And he has a proven track record of 10 years of providing a strong leadership. And all the allies are aware about it. Yes, there will be certain challenges of running a coalition government with 32 odd seats less for the BJP to cobble up the absolute majority. And there are certain yes.
Prakash,
yes,
sorry, I have to interject there, but we are getting live pictures of the Indy bloc meeting also. Prakash, remember, as much as the NDA, even Indy, which has gained in numbers, these are first pictures coming in of the Indy bloc meeting taking place at the residence of Mallikarjun Kharge, the Congress president. Congress, of course, almost doubling their number from 52 to 97, 98. And we are seeing Indy meeting also taking place. Prakash, coming back to you, since we have pictures live with we're live with the pictures coming in from the Indy bloc meeting. You think that Indy has any even outside chance of trying to cobble together numbers, trying to poach any of the NDA allies or any independents that have come? Okay, we have two windows split, and we have on the one side NDA meeting, which has just ended, and we've seen vehicles coming out of the 7 LKM. And then on the other side, in the other half of the screen, we have the Indy meeting, which is going to begin shortly because the official time was 6 p.m. It's still only 5:30, but it's going to start soon. We earlier saw pictures of Akhilesh Yadav coming down from Lucknow, and obviously he would be headed to the Indy bloc meeting, which is at the residence of Mallikarjun Kharge. Prakash, coming back to you, the question I was asking, do you see any, with your observation, keen observation that you have of Indian politics, do you see any outward chance of the Indy thinking of at least giving a go at cobbling together some kind of numbers? Because remember, they are about 60 seats behind NDA as things stand today. You think there is any outside chance of them poaching on anyone? Forget about NDA, but even the independents or the smaller parties that have 1 or 2 MPs now in the 18th Lok Sabha are going to have 1 or 2 MPs in the 18th Lok Sabha, Prakash.
Well, Abhishek, there is no problem in wishful thinking, but the country has already seen such governments with multiple parties in the past in 1977, 1996, 89, even Biswanath Pratap Singh and Chandrasekhar's government, Deve Gowda and Gujral government. We have seen the fate of such governments, and every political party is aware of it. And the problem is that the Congress party is a weak party with 99 or 100 odd MPs. You require 172 more supporting MPs, and imagine the kind of the number of political parties that would be supporting them. So it looks like a distant reality of forming a government and maintaining a stable government like what they did in the previous years. So I feel that with Narendra Modi's strong leadership and 240 odd BJP member of parliament supported by 30-40 MPs of 2-3 blocks, it looks like a stable government, and Narendra Modi is a popular leader. The popular support is with Prime Minister Narendra Modi in the entire country. There is no doubt about that. On the ground, there were certain tactical errors in UP and few other states that led to the debacle. Else, the result could have been different. And of course, the BJP would have learnt its lessons from all these debacles.
Prakash, quickly, before I go to Shawan, quickly, there is another carcade coming out of the 7 LKM Prime Minister's residence. You are there. The carcade is coming from behind you. Can you just spot any leader and give us a sense of who all are coming out if the meeting is over? Okay, I think Prakash, you did not get it, but I can see in the pictures that are coming through your camera that there are a lot of leaders coming out from the 7 LKM Prime Minister's residence. But let me go to Shawan on that note and see what's happening at the TDP camp. Shawan, we were discussing earlier the possibility, a very clear possibility of the TDP wanting some key portfolios, including this talk that's been in the air that they want the post of Speaker. And we have it from BJP sources that that might not be on the table so far as the BJP is concerned. And then, of course, key cabinet portfolios as relevant to Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, where the TDP is the principal active party, and of course now the ruling party that's going to be in Andhra Pradesh. But apart from that, you said that you're not sure which key portfolios they want, but obviously relevant to the Andhra and Telangana region. I don't know how it works out, but Shawan, what's your sense? How stable is this alliance? Going by the statements that we have seen over the last 24 hours, obviously it looks very strong. But on the ground, when you have interacted with these leaders, are they very excited and happy to be where they are?
Well, in fact, as far as TDP is concerned, there is absolutely no flip-flop. In fact, across board, at least 4 of the parliamentarians that I did manage to speak who were inside, and they briefly met Chandrababu Naidu, they were very clear that there is no question of shifting their allegiance at this point in time. And the mandate that was given in Andhra Pradesh was to the TDP, the Jana Sena, as well as the Bharatiya Janata Party. In fact, the latest that I'm also picking up is that there is a bit of an exchange or a barter system that is being worked out here. The BJP too essentially wants a pound of the flesh, and that is at least 2 in the cabinet that is going to be formed in Andhra Pradesh. If you look at the numbers, of course, Jana Sena is the 2nd largest party currently in Andhra Pradesh, but Jana Sena has already made it very clear that this is an unflinching support that they have given to the TDP. So we have not really heard from the Jana Sena at this stage. But the BJP there in Andhra Pradesh, even though the numbers aren't enough, they are in single digit, they are certainly hoping that they would be represented well in Andhra Pradesh. Also with regards to a financial aid, the financial aid is largely because they believe that because of the Dole government, that was being run by the YSR CP, the state exchequer has almost run dry. And that is the reason why the 6 guarantees that they are largely talking about, because this election that the TDP fought was on 6 guarantees. And among the guarantee was about employment and a few others too, for which if they have to fulfill, they require some sort of assistance to really come in from the center. So that financial aid is something that is going to be worked out, if not for a special status at this point in time. Just to quickly take you through what are the developments taking place in the images here. We've just seen a few more parliamentarians now walking in, a few other MLCs and MLAs who have also come in to meet.
It's about to land in Delhi today itself. So these are parallel developments. The NDA meeting has ended. The NDA meeting is just about to begin. The RSS chief is about to land in the national capital. Chandrababu Naidu, Nitish Kumar, Amit Shah, Rajnath Singh, all have left together from 7 LKM. Also simultaneously, we are being told that between 7:30 and 8:30 p.m. tonight, Abhishek, a delegation led by the NDA leadership could go to the president to stake claim. We are going to get a confirmation on that very soon, but that's the time slot we are being told, between 7:30 and 8:30. And as we are speaking, we are getting these live visuals from outside 7 LKM. On the left and on the right is the NDA meeting, which is all about to begin. So one is ending, the other is about to begin. The RSS chief in national capital around 8:30. And between 7:30 and 8:30, we are being told, Abhishek, that a delegation of the NDA to meet the President of India to stake claim. Back to you, the studios, Abhishek.
To understand from you, you have been there on the ground. I still want to stay with Aishwarya. Just for one question. Aishwarya, you have been there on the ground today. You have been working phones. You have been talking to all these leaders in the BJP. What's your sense? How is the BJP going to tackle this new situation of numbers where the BJP might have to, listen to the allies demanding that they should be given this portfolio and that portfolio, and that these many number of ministers should be there from this party and that, and of course the larger issue of special packages for these respective states, which might obviously come later, not now. But during the formation of government, are you getting a sense that the BJP leaders are dealing with a new situation that they have not dealt with in the last 10 years and that they might need to find a modus vivendi to deal with it?
Abhishek, you have covered Narendra Modi more than at least 100 odd other journalists. You know him better. Yes, he's not used to such kind of fragmented cabinet or such kind of fragmented mandate. But at the end of the day, they are still at 240 plus. So they will still be calling the shots. But as far as some discretion, some division, some allotment, yes, that has to be done. Some cooperation and coordination would have to be done as far as BJP is concerned as well. So very clearly, and the 17th Lok Sabha has been suspended and the official communication has just come from the President's office. We have that letter. But once again, just mentioning to you, Abhishek, this is not the way of functioning of the Prime Minister or of the Home Minister. You know that better than anyone else. You've covered them right from Gujarat here in the national capital. The way they've run the central government for the last 10 years, this is going to be different. They are calling it Modi 3.0, but this is an NDA government.
Okay.
They would have, back to you.
Ashwar, last question before I let you go. Is it really happening finally, the staking of claim to form the government tonight itself, and what time?
Well, Abhishek, at this point of time, we are being told between 7:30 and 8:30. Official timing is set to be received. We are being told by a close source in the President's office that they've been told to be on alert. Between 7:30 and 8:30, we are being told any time between 7:30 and 8. Specifically, the Prime Minister alongside Home Minister, Defence Minister, Nitish Kumar, Chandrababu Naidu, Chirag Paswan, Jitan Ram Manjhi. So around half a dozen leaders led by the Prime Minister himself will be going to the President's office. A specific confirmation of the exact time is still awaited. And that's why we are saying that this is according to sources and not confirming that. You would have to give me around 15 to 20 minutes. You're also trying to confirm. I'm also trying to confirm. But these are live visuals coming in. And the RSS chief, Abhishek, the RSS chief is landing in Delhi at around 8:30.
Oh, that's a big one. Ashwar, would you want to share more details about what's happening with that? Why RSS chief? What's the connection?
Well, both you and me understand that how important is that after the kind of mandate BJP has got. And that's why I've just mentioned that around 8:15, Mohan Bhagwat is landing in Delhi. Nitin Gadkari and Rajnath Singh are expected to be at the Delhi RSS headquarters, which is in Jhandewala and there. And after that, even Amit Shah and then the BJP National President Jagat Prakash Nadda. So the names I've just taken, it indicates a lot. Let's see what's churning out there. But as far as the government is clear, it's going to be a Modi government. Modi is going to become the Prime Minister. But this is just not his way. Not having a simple majority is just not Modi's way. He would have to accommodate Chandrababu Naidu and Nitish Kumar. He would have to give them the portfolios. Even if Speaker's position is ours, BJP would just have to hand it over right now.
Okay, Ashwar, we're not letting you go. Hang around the newsroom because these are important breaking news developments. We'll keep wanting you. And you are in the newsroom. But let me go now to Prakash at the 7 LKM Prime Minister's residence, where Prakash has been reporting for. Prakash, we're getting reports that even Jitan Ram Manjhi wants to be a cabinet minister or someone from his party. How many MPs have they won? And what makes him believe that entitles him to be a cabinet, to get a cabinet rank minister in the next union cabinet, Prakash?
Of course, he feels that he's an important Dalit leader and he's liked by the Prime Minister. And he feels that he's the former Chief Minister of Bihar. And every person wants to be a union cabinet minister. And that is why he has contested the Lok Sabha elections. He was an MLA for these many years, since 1980. And Nitish made him the Chief Minister. He formed his party with a support base of 2.8% Manjhi voters. So absolutely wants to have his share of pie. But coming back to what Aishwarya was saying, I absolutely agree with Aishwarya that Prime Minister Narendra Modi is a strong Prime Minister. That is not his style of functioning, and he will deliver his goods, and he has 240 odd MPs behind him, BJP MPs behind him. But for the first time in his political career, ever since he became the Chief Minister of Gujarat, Abhishek, you have covered him long enough, as Aishwarya was saying. For the first time since he became the Chief Minister of Gujarat till becoming the Prime Minister in 2014 till date, For the first time, he is facing such situation of coalition politics. And when the chips are down, we have to bend your back with certain negotiations for sure. But yes, I agree, he's an aggressive Prime Minister, a very popular Prime Minister with a popular mandate, the most popular leader. And I absolutely agree that certain political decisions, wrong decisions, led to the debacle in Uttar Pradesh as well as various other states. That's the pondering that I'm sure with the landing of RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat in Delhi, that would be done. Voting percentage would be analyzed. Booth-wise parliamentary seats would be analyzed. What went wrong? Because on the ground, BJP appeared to be the popular party as well as Prime Minister Narendra Modi. I see no reason why the BJP faced such debacle of not having an absolute majority despite Prime Minister's popularity on a larger scale. Yes, right. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has delivered on a strong foot in 10 years, and he will continue to deliver the goods with the support of the allies and with Nitish and the TDP, of course, bargaining hard. But of course, they will not gain much if they switch sides to the India alliance. So the formidable alliance, the pre-poll alliance of the NDA will continue and be intact. Back to you.
All right, Prakash, stay with us. And now, in fact, fast-paced developments taking place after Jitan Ram Manjhi, of course, offering his support but wanting a cabinet slot in the next Council of Ministers when it takes shape over the next few days. We also have Shiv Sena, Shinde, formally giving their letter of support to the NDA. I believe they would have given to JP Nadda of the BJP. Shawan, coming to you about the TDP, because remember, between Prakash and you are covering the two most important parties today insofar as the next government formation is concerned, because they're with the numbers 15 with Nitish and 12 with Chandrababu Naidu. They happen to be really in a position to influence the psychological mark of 272, though of course all sides have maintained that the NDA is absolutely strong, and all the statements that have come in from both the sides make it clear that the ship is sailing smooth. Shawan, how many cabinet ministers you think TDP really wants in case their wish of getting the speaker's chair does not come through?
Well, in fact, it's a 2:2 ratio that you're really looking at with regards to the TDP being represented in the Council of Ministers here, the BJP in Andhra Pradesh. In fact, we are being told that there are two key departments or the two key portfolios that they are looking into, which has a direct impact as far as Andhra Pradesh is concerned. The third aspect is with regards to the financial aid. Now, the explanation that was actually given by one of the parliamentarians inside was this, that after the YSRCP, the rule that Jagan had, which was largely driven towards a welfare program and mostly, giving out doles without much understanding of the impact that it has on the state economy, it is going to be extremely difficult for Chandrababu Naidu to ensure that the 6 guarantees that he had given during the elections, that can actually be fulfilled, for which they essentially right now require direct support coming in from the center. So the package that is largely being worked into, which they say that Chandrababu Naidu may not do it in a hurry at this point in time, knowing the way he has essentially operated, he would not perhaps keep everything on the table immediately. Having said that, the question here is not about whether at all they are going to be part of NDA or not, because that is a settled matter, and they believe that they are going to be with the NDA through the entire term, because they believe that if at all any changes are made, there is going to be a direct, domestic response really coming in, particularly in Andhra Pradesh, because this mandate was never given to the Congress party. The Congress party did not even open their account in the state of Andhra Pradesh, and that is the reason why they believe that aligning with the Indie bloc right now would be a death knell, and that is the reason why they are being extremely clear, forthright about their position. That is the reason why not a single parliamentarian with whom we spoke to said that this is a statement that only Chandrababu Naidu is going to make. Each one of them, even the lowest party worker, has been empowered to send across this message that they are going to be with NDA. Now, in terms of how exactly the demand is going to be fulfilled, if you really look at the way Chandrababu Naidu has been working, they say that this can only be looking at, number one, delivering everything in Andhra Pradesh, for which there is a clear need for the centre's help. That they say that they're going to work it out over a period of time. Net, it's very clear that two key portfolios that they are looking at, which they are going to, perhaps put it out. Now, while I take you through all the details of the meeting that has taken place, I'm being told that there's a possibility that Chandrababu Naidu would return, because some of their MPs have started now coming back to the residence of MP Jaidev Galla, where there's a slim possibility that he would once again have a short meeting before he heads back to Vijayawada. And it turns out that this Sunday is when they're planning for the swearing-in ceremony, where Prime Minister Modi as well as Home Minister Amit Shah likely to be invited.
Okay, Shravan, thank you so much. In fact, the NDA meet is over. We have seen carcades coming out of senior leaders of the BJP and other parties. Prakash and Shravan continue to be with us. In fact, I am now joined in by Harsha also. She is reporting from outside the residence of Mallikarjun Kharge, the Congress president, and that's where the meeting of the Indie bloc is happening. Already we have seen leaders from across the country arriving. But most importantly, Harsha, if you are getting me, interesting that Mamata Banerjee has decided not to come, as also Uddhav Thackeray. So are we already seeing within 24 hours boredom setting in insofar as the India alliance is concerned? They were initially excited by the numbers, but then they realized it takes them nowhere. So that's why Mamata Banerjee and Uddhav Thackeray not coming. What are you hearing on the ground?
Rightly pointed out, Abhishek. Now we have got to know that there's been no statement from the side of Abhishek Banerjee and Mamata Banerjee. In fact, most of the leaders of the India Alliance are right now silent when asked about Mamata Banerjee and Abhishek Banerjee, and no representative of the Mamata Banerjee. And in fact, we have got to know that Uddhav Thackeray is skipping this meeting right now. He is not in Delhi, but Sanjay Raut and Arvind Sawant will be arriving here at Kharge's residence. Showing you the visuals, because almost 10 leaders of the INDIA bloc have already arrived here at the Mallikarjun Kharge residence. Right now you're watching Republic TV. All the breaking updates regarding the opposition Mega India Alliance meeting from the Kharge residence only on Republic TV. Right now it's time to slip into a short break. On the other side of the break, more news on the meetings in national capital. Stay tuned with us.
Okay, we are getting live pictures of the Indie bloc meeting taking place at the residence of Mallikarjun Kharge. You are seeing leaders coming in, KC Venugopal among others. And we have Mallikarjun Kharge's son, Priyank Kharge there. I believe acting as a host, he is a minister in the Karnataka government. And other leaders of the Indie bloc arriving. We have seen Akhilesh Yadav, already pictures of him coming at the IGI airport. We keep switching between pictures from the 7 LKM and from the residence of Mallikarjun Kharge for getting you latest updates, live updates on the two respective meetings of NDA and Indie. And we are going to see these pictures coming in all through the evening. And we also have.
तो हम लोगों ने जाति आधारित गणना करा के उसके बाद 75% आरक्षण की सीमा को बढ़ाया था। फिर हम भी लोगों का कैबिनेट प्रपोजल एक गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया में भेजा गया था कि इस 75% के आरक्षण को शेड्यूल 9 में डाला जाए। तो हम तो चाहेंगे कि उसको जो सरकार आए वो शेड्यूल 9 में उस आरक्षण को डाले, और हम चाहेंगे कि देश भर में जाति आधारित गणना जो है वो कराई जाए।
आप दो चीज़ को लेकर नीतीश कुमार के साथ थे, एक जातीय जनगणना और साथ में बिहार को स्पेशल पैकेज दिया। क्या आपको लगता है कि नीतीश कुमार जब सरकार में शामिल होंगे तो इस बात को रखेंगे?
देखिए, हम लोगों की पुरानी मांग रही है जिसका समर्थन नीतीश कुमार जी ने भी किया है, और एक अच्छा मौका है उनको किंग मेकर के रूप में अगर हैं तो कम से कम इतना तो होना चाहिए कि बिहार को विशेष राज्य का दर्जा दिलवाएं और पूरे देश में जाति जनगणना करवाएं और जो बिहार का आरक्षण बढ़ाया गया 75%, उसको शेड्यूल 9 में डाल दें। एक गोल्डन अपॉर्चुनिटी है और इस बार देखा गया पहली बार नरेंद्र मोदी जी ख़त्म हो चुके हैं, उनका मैजिक ख़त्म हो चुका है, वो बहुमत से काफ़ी दूर हैं। अब उनको जो है बिना उनके दो बड़े जो सहयोगी हैं, बिना उनके अब सरकार
All right, we are now slipping into a short break. On the other side, we come back. Pictures from the NDA meeting as well. Inside pictures of NDA meeting right after the short break. Okay, as I said, we are getting those pictures of the NDA meeting, and then we have cut to them, and you can see in the pictures Prime Minister sitting next to him, and Chandrababu Naidu sitting next to him, Nitish Kumar sitting next to him, Lallan Singh sitting next to him, JP Nadda sitting next to him, Union Home Minister Amit Shah sitting next to Nitish Kumar, Eknath Shinde, the Maharashtra Chief Minister. Seemed to be a happy conversation happening between the leaders. And you can also see Pema Khandu. As we go through these pictures, the leaders from the Northeast, you can see Jitan Ram Manjhi, Anupriya Patel, Pawan Kalyan, Jayant Chaudhary, Chirag Paswan, all the NDA leaders, they're part of the meeting that has taken place. This is Chirag Paswan, behind him Vinod Tawade of the BJP, one of the important general secretaries insofar as alliance making is concerned. This is Jayant Chaudhary of the RLD. Remember, the Lok Dal had switched to the NDA from Indi just ahead of elections. Anupriya Patel of the Apna Dal. We also have okay, these are pictures coming in without the audio. Animated conversation there taking place between NDA leaders, all of whom have flown down from their respective places to be part of the meeting. In fact, in just about an hour and a half from now, around 7:30 p.m. is the time when we are told that the NDA leaders would be going back to the Rashtrapati Bhavan now and staking claim to form the next government as part of the 18th Lok Sabha, and of course the term of the Modi 3.0 is starting with that, oath taking for which is slated to take place on June 8. In fact, there is going to be a formal NDA meeting on June 7th when all the 292 odd MPs of the NDA would be coming to Delhi and formally electing Prime Minister Modi as their leader, after which the oath taking would happen. Prakash continues to be live with us. Prakash, you know, I saw those pictures and they are on air, and you can see all the NDA leaders having a very animated, happy kind of conversation. It seems the alliance is very strong. It seems the numbers are in place. It seems that there is no worry whatsoever about the stability of the government, and that's something which should be an important political takeaway from these pictures that are coming in. The body language says that they are supremely confident that the government is stable and they have all the numbers that they are needed.
Abhishek, there is no doubt about that, and it's a happy picture because they are all pre-poll allies. And pre-poll allies in the sense that they've all had deliberations in the past. They have campaigned together. They have campaigned for each other. Prime Minister campaigning for each other, all of the allies. So the picture is natural that they're talking to each other. And there is no entry of any new ally in the meeting. So it's a natural bonhomie of all the pre-poll alliance partners. That is why this NDA looks like a formidable alliance partner, formidable composition to form the government, formidable composition to stake claim to form the government. And of course, all the allies have been benefited. the kind of popularity he enjoys all over the country, cutting across caste lines, penetrated across different sections of the society. I have traveled across different parts of Bihar and other constituencies where rural women voters were talking about Narendra Modi. They're voting in the name of Narendra Modi. The non-Yadav OBCs were voting in the name of Narendra Modi. So were the upper caste and other communities. So the leadership comes naturally and the bonhomie is natural. So I see no reason that there should be any discontentment among the pre-poll alliance partner, whether be it TDP, whether be it Sinde Camp Sena, or be it Nitish Kumar's party, or any other party for that matter, if they are pre-poll allies. And they should not be having any grudge, because Prime Minister have had a share of his contribution in ensuring their victory. So I have no confusion that this will be a very strong government. But yes, on certain contentious issues with the BJP not having absolute majority, the BJP will have to deliberate on certain issues, like it happened in the past during Atal Bihari Vajpayee era, when the NDA committee was strong enough, and there were certain leaders, set of leaders like George Fernandez, Nitish Kumar, and even Chandrababu Naidu was a part of it. Then they used to take collective decisions, and UCC will definitely be a contentious decision, because while I was speaking to Rajnath Singh in Bihar, and Prime Minister himself and Home Minister Amit Shah has made a commitment regarding UCC, so that all those tricky issues has to be seen. Okay. Like Tejashwi was raising the issue of putting the reservation into the 9th schedule. That is another contentious issue, because Nitish Kumar himself has raised the bar of reservation in Bihar regarding the caste-based census across Bihar, because Rahul Gandhi time and again has been demanding the caste-based census in all over India. So those are the contentious issues which Nitish Kumar has been a part of, and that decision has to be taken. Back to you.
Mentioned UCC. I'm interested in knowing certain other aspects of the workings of this alliance, or let's discuss that. UCC is one issue on which perhaps the so-called secular parties in the alliance might not be very comfortable. I mean, what would be the position of Nitish Kumar, for example, on the UCC? Because with the aggressive manner in which the BJP has pushed the Uniform Civil Code agenda, obviously they would be under pressure from their own constituents to bring it ASAP. So what's the position of Nitish Kumar going to be?
Well, Nitish Kumar has is certainly not on the same page like the BJP. It's a stated manifesto of the party since the Samta party days. And on the Uniform Civil Code, he doesn't agree with the BJP. He says that the court has to decide, not any government. So that is there. And as far as caste-based census is concerned, Nitish Kumar had raised this issue time and again to the Prime Minister, and on that very issue, Nitish Kumar parted ways with the BJP and joined hands with the Mahagathbandhan, which Tejashwi was raising this issue in Delhi in the press conference some moment back. Then putting the reservation bar, because in caste-based state like Bihar and UP, reservation of OBCs are a very sensitive issue. Nitish Kumar raised the bar of the reservation from 50% to 75%, and he himself has signed it. So in order not to put that into the purview of judicial review, it has to be put into the 9th schedule so that the government does not face any problem, and that's what Tejashwi was raising. So pertaining to Bihar, these two issues are very tricky, and of course he will put the pressure and make it a political issue in Bihar and states like UP, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, and that Rahul Gandhi has been also raising the issue time and again, which he has borrowed it from Lalu Yadav, of course, during that mutton party in which Lalu Yadav gave him a tuition on politics. So he has been raising this issue of caste-based census and reservation for OBC in private sectors. So those are tricky issues which Nitish Kumar has been a part of, and we will wait and watch what kind of reactions Nitish Kumar gives as far as these particular sensitive issues are concerned.
Also, Prakash, since we are continuing to stay with the pictures, Bihar and the UCC is one issue. In the case of TDP, the BJP, in fact, has a more ticklish, more difficult or more complex issue to handle. which is that in his manifesto, Chandrababu Naidu this election promised 4% reservation for the Muslim OBCs or Muslims in the OBC category in Andhra Pradesh. Now, that's something on which the BJP has really campaigned hard. The Prime Minister, in fact, led from the front that there is going to be no question whatsoever of giving reservation on the grounds of religion. Now, what happens? Because Chandrababu Naidu is part of the alliance, Chandrababu Naidu is the Chief Minister, he is, of course, going to implement the 4% Muslim quota.
Well, Abhishek, one will have to go for a constitutional amendment for that. And even Lalu Yadav, when he made a statement during the course of the elections that the Muslims should get reservations, and thereafter, knowing fully well that that statement would backtrack among the Yadavs as well, he made a statement that the reservation cannot be provided on the basis of religion. So providing a reservation on the basis of religion would backfire for Chandrababu Naidu as well, because maybe Andhra Pradesh would have initiated the proposal we heard during the course of the elections, but I believe they will have no takers, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi will take a firm stand on that, because the BJP, the politics of the BJP hinges around not providing any reservation based on religion or implementation of UCC or implementation of other contentious issues that has been raised by the BJP since independence.
Okay, Prakash, also, since we have those pictures since morning of Nitish Kumar and Tejashwi taking the same flight, sitting next to each other, if not next to each other, on back-to-back rows in the flight that it took from Patna to New Delhi. Prakash, you think there would have been any small talk between the two leaders? And if yes, what could have been the drift?
I could not hear your question, Abhishek, but I can understand what you are asking, that all the more they traveled in the same flight, but it was a mere coincidence that they have traveled in the same flight, that because it was the first flight to Delhi and both had to attend a meeting. And yes, we have been hearing noises from the India Alliance partners, be it Sharad Pawar, be it fringe leaders of the RJD, that Nitish Kumar would certainly take a decision to protect secularism, and he's been a socialist leader. But I see no reason why Nitish Kumar should again go back to the India Alliance, because he had been sidelined by the India Alliance, and he was not made the convener of the India Alliance at the behest of Lalu Yadav and with a strong support of Mamta Banerjee, who blocked the way of Nitish Kumar. And many among the top leadership of the GDU who are close to Nitish Kumar, barring Lalan Singh, they wanted Nitish Kumar to join hands with the BJP, and all of a sudden things started moving thick and fast, which we had been reporting since December last year. And in January, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Nitish Kumar had a word with each other, and they joined hands together. And we saw that what a lethal combination Narendra Modi and Nitish Kumar are, that the NDA won a large number of seats in Bihar, despite losing few seats here and there due to bad political decisions.
Okay, interesting developments taking place, Prakash, there for the government formation. In some ways, some of them are just the motions of procedure that happen. So obviously, the Council of Ministers has to meet. They have to formally make a resolution that let the 17th Lok Sabha be dissolved, which has happened. They have to obviously go and give their resignations to the president, which has happened. The president has to accept those resignations, which has also happened. Now an NDA meet has gone on for more than a couple of hours, the pictures of which are on air. And in fact, even this meeting is over. And we are told that all NDA allies, all political parties part of the NDA have handed over their letters of support to the BJP, which is, of course, the lead party insofar as this formation is concerned, National Democratic Alliance. And the letters are there with the BJP now. And obviously, the next step is to stake the claim to form the government, which happens later in the evening is what we are getting to hear. We'll try and connect with Aishwarya if we can. He's there in the newsroom, and Aishwarya would have more information on what happens next. But what I'm getting to hear is that over the next couple of hours, President would be petitioned in the sense that time would be sought, and we are told that the NDA leaders might go to the Rashtrapati Bhavan between 7:30 p.m. and 8:30 p.m. depending on when they get a call from the President's office. And then they would go and formally stake the claim to form the government as per the numbers with the letters of support that they have. On who has the numbers, obviously there is absolute clarity that it has to be decided on the floor of the House. But remember, NDA is the biggest political pre-poll formation that has come back with the highest number of seats. BJP is the single largest party. So on all parameters, be it the single largest party or the biggest political formation, pre-poll formation, the BJP and the NDA qualify on both grounds to be getting an invite from the President to form the government and prove their majority on the floor of the House. They obviously have the numbers, as can be seen. We have seen the result, which gave a clear, simple majority to the NDA, though, of course, with reduced numbers from against 350 to 360 in 2019. The NDA now stands at 292, 293. But still, it is a simple majority, and that's how it works in parliamentary democracy. Let's go to Shravan. He's now joining us live from outside the residence of Jaydev Galla. He's a senior leader of the TDP and an MP in the outgoing Lok Sabha, the 17th Lok Sabha, which has been dissolved today by the President. And obviously, he's the confidant of N. Chandrababu Naidu, his man Friday, so to say, in Delhi. And that's why Chandrababu Naidu there camping at the residence of Jaydev Galla. He happens to be an entrepreneur also. Shravan, it's been about an hour since we spoke last. Any further activity you have sensed on the ground? Any further developments insofar as those demands by the TDP are concerned about getting key portfolios in the cabinet? Obviously, there must have been some kind of assurance that has come in from the BJP on that and things move forward, because we are hearing, Shravan, that the letter of support from all the NDA allies have been handed over to the BJP. So obviously, whatever deal had to be struck or whatever conversation had to happen has already happened insofar as those portfolios are or the cabinet positions are concerned.
Well, that's right, Abhishek, because the 2:2 ratio that we're looking at, representation of the TDP here in the Council of Ministers, at least 2 key portfolios and 2 as far as the BJP is concerned in Andhra Pradesh. Now, a short while back, the information that we also got from inside was this with regards to the financial aid. Now, that is being worked out is what we are being told. That is something that Chandrababu Naidu himself will be closely looking at and putting it across to the centre. But that's something that's going to be discussed at a much later stage. That's not an immediate issue per se. Having said that, there aren't too many contentious issues from the TDP camp with regards to this entire alliance, because they're very clear that they are going to be very much part of the NDA. Let me quickly give you a sense of, what's the scene outside the residence here, because some of the parliamentarians who had basically come in a short while back, they are still inside. We're waiting for a confirmation, Abhishek, if at all Chandrababu Naidu would actually return, because some reports was coming in that there is a slim possibility that he could actually head back to Vijayawada today itself, sometime later tonight. There could be a small meeting with the parliamentarians here before he heads back. But that clarity yet to come in. So clearly, right now, Abhishek, things seem to be quite settled as far as the TDP camp is concerned. Not much surprises expected to really come in. Some of the other key issues they are basically looking at a later stage, which would be discussed and ironed out.
Okay, an interesting bit coming in where I stand corrected, Shravan, that there were reports that the TDP manifesto actually talks about the party, if it comes to power, giving 4% reservations to the Muslim community in the OBC category. Now, it seems that while this might be part of the TDP manifesto, it's not part of the NDA manifesto in Andhra Pradesh. So, NDA came out with its alliance manifesto is specific to Andhra Pradesh, and the 4% Muslim reservation promise of Chandrababu Naidu is not mentioned in the NDA manifesto. You think that this is ultimately the key which is going to keep the alliance together, because the BJP can't afford to have a 4% reservation being given on religious grounds. So the NDA manifesto is going to be the key operative promise and not the Chandrababu Naidu promise which he might have made on behalf of the TDP?
Well, that's not the only contentious issue. There is also the privatization of the plant in Visakhapatnam, which also is another key contentious issue that Chandrababu Naidu has with the BJP. But having said that, remember, in terms of the implementation itself, Chandrababu Naidu has already clarified with regards to the reservation, which he's indicated many a times during the campaigning that it is going to happen. Now, whether at all this is in consultation with the BJP and whether at all the BJP comes on board with this is something that hasn't really been discussed at this point in time. They are largely speaking about the fact that the first big concern would be whether at all they are in a position to implement the guarantees that they had given. Now, the guarantees also include employment. The other is with regards to, certain doles that would be given to women in the state, because remember, that's also a factor that has actually affected the TDP in the past, because that's another vote bank that has been strongly with the YSR CP, keeping in mind that direct transfers have actually taken place under the YSR CP government. So that's something that they would like to crack over a period of time. But that is only possible if some sort of a financial aid actually comes in from the center. So they are saying the issues that the BJP and the TDP are not on the same page will be addressed at a later stage, which also includes the OBC aspect. And the other is with regards to the privatization of certain institutions in Visakhapatnam, which again is something that will be addressed at a later stage. Right now, they would say that whatever guarantees have been given, that should be implemented as soon as possible, because or else this could have a damaging effect for the alliance.
Well, right. So that bit of a nuance there, which perhaps could play an important role insofar as the alliance between the TDP and the BJP is concerned, because it is clear that the NDA manifesto, as separate from the TDP manifesto in Andhra, did not promise the 4% quota for the Muslim community through the OBC route, because that was an important campaign issue. And the Prime Minister Narendra Modi led from the front in his stump speeches, making it clear that that's an absolutely unconstitutional position and cannot be allowed. In fact, Prime Minister saw this as a subterfuge to break the contract of the SC/ST OBC communities, or the constitutional contract that they have of reservations, by slipping in the Muslim quota through the OBC route, and thus compromising the amount that SC/ST OBCs get in terms of their share in the public sector jobs, among other things, as also, of course, educational institutions. But Shravan, the alliance making talks, the alliance talks are over already insofar as NDA is concerned. But I am told that we have Indie meeting going on now, and if we can go to Harsha, she's there outside the residence of Mallikarjun Kharge. And if we can get Harsha also live, because she's outside the residence of Mallikarjun Kharge, and that's where the Indie block meeting is taking place. It was interesting how in the morning we had, by happenstance, by a coincidence, Nitish Kumar and Tejashwi traveling on the same flight, sitting in two rows next to each other, and there must have been some small talk, because we have had Misa Bharti, for example, sort of suggesting or hinting that the Indie bloc is game to poaching Nitish Kumar back. All those speculations have been put to rest with these pictures coming in. A very happy conversation with the Prime Minister that Chandrababu Naidu seems to be happening. Both Naidu and Nitish occupying the immediate next chairs with the Prime Minister, apart from Eknath Shinde, as can be seen in this frame. And Prime Minister wearing a jacket of processed plastic. Today's World Environment Day. Prime Minister earlier in the morning has planted a tree and started a campaign called Ek Ped Maa Ke Naam, and we are seeing okay, so NDA group list, NDA resolution, all those big developments taking place. This is a huge one. NDA group meeting and NDA resolution coming in. Let me just get going. This is an important one, and this has to be broken. And this is significant development coming in. This has to be put on air, Sharath. And this is about the NDA resolution that was passed in that meeting. There is an entire list of the leaders, 21 leaders present there in the meeting, led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, BJP President JP Nadda, senior ministers and senior leaders Rajnath Singh, Amit Shah, TDP's Chandrababu Naidu, JDU's Nitish Kumar, Shiv Sena Shinde's Eknath Shinde, JDS's HD Kumaraswamy, and LJP's Chirag Paswan, HAM's Jitan Ram Majhi, Pawan Kalyan of JSP, Sunil Tatkare of NCP, Anupriya Patel of Apna Dal Sonedal, Jayant Chaudhary of RLD, Praful Patel of NCP, Pramod Boro of UPPL, and Assam Alai, AGP Atul Bora. And can we break the resolution? Can we break the resolution of the NDA which was passed in that meeting? Now I have the Hindi copy. Can it be put on air? And भारत के 140 करोड़ देशवासियों ने पिछले 10 वर्षों में आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में एनडीए सरकार की जन कल्याणकारी नीतियों से देश को हर क्षेत्र में विकसित होते देखा है. Essentially what the resolution is saying is that people have reposed faith in the governance of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and hence of NDA over the last 10 years, based on the governance of last 10 years. And after a long period of almost 6 decades, it's the India's people have voted a government with complete majority for the third term. Of course, the indication is the fact that after Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Narendra Modi becomes the first only Prime Minister in independent India's history to get a third term. And he says, and then the resolution says that we feel proud that in the 2024 Lok Sabha elections, NDA led by Prime Minister Modi contested the election together and has come up trumps and has won the mandate. And they have said that we unanimously elect Prime Minister Narendra Modi as the leader of NDA. That's the resolution. We elect Prime Minister Modi, leader of NDA, unanimously. This is an important breaking news development coming in, friends. The 21 leaders who were present, they passed a resolution which says that we unanimously elect Narendra Modi as the leader of the NDA. And they say that under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi, the NDA government in its first and second term have worked on poor, their development, on women and their empowerment, on youth and their aspirations, and Kisan, the farmers, and their quality of life. And apart from that, the NDA government in the last 10 years has worked for the Vanchit, Peedit, Shoshit, which means obviously the underprivileged and the depressed classes and citizens, and have made sure that their quality of life improves. Then it says Bharat ki virasat ko sanrakshit, and of course they talk about the heritage and how it has been restored by Prime Minister Modi. And then this unanimous resolution has been accepted on June 5, and obviously this is a build-up to the staking of claim, formally staking the claim, which happens later in the evening when the NDA leaders go to the President of India and make that request to be invited to form the government. We have Shravan continuing to be live with us, and Shravan is outside the residence of a TDP leader, Jaydev Galla, and I believe Chandrababu Naidu should be. Shravan, if you can tell us, we have this copy of the resolution which we put on air, and in Hindi, 21 leaders who were present there, and they have passed a resolution unanimously electing Prime Minister Modi as their PM candidate and the leader of the NDA. And obviously, this is indication that now the NDA leaders would be heading to the President's house and formally staking the claim before President Draupadi Murmu. So, are you getting a sense that Chandrababu Naidu is coming back to where you are, or from there only they would be heading to the President's house? They must be waiting for the time to be cold, and then they would go.
Well, in fact, the numbers are certainly stacking up in favor of the NDA, and now with that resolution that has been passed, it's very clear that the Prime Minister would be in a position to run a stable government in terms of the numbers that have really come in. Answering your question with regards to Chandrababu Naidu, I'll give you a glimpse. Yes, there are preparations underway of Chandrababu Naidu returning to the MP's residence, because there's a possibility at...
If you can hear me, Abhishek, if you can hear me, I have the official resolution passed by the NDA in my hand. I have the resolution that has been passed. It's official now. The Prastav, dated the 5th of June, if you can hear me, Abhishek, the copy of which you have also accessed and sent to us. I have it in my hand. And this is the official, it's over now, it's official that Modi has been chosen by the NDA to be their leader. Modi has been chosen by the NDA to be their leader, which means it will be Narendra Modi as India's Prime Minister for a record consecutive third term, the first leader in independent India to get a successive third term, elected successfully for a third time. The NDA has passed this. I have this proposal in my hand, and you've gone through this as well, Abhishek. It clearly says that this mandate is for Modi. This proposal, the NDA resolution says that this mandate was for Modi. This mandate was for what Modi has done for India in the last 10 years as Prime Minister, reposing their fate, which means you saw those pictures, Abhishek. The speculation is over. It's official now that the NDA has picked Prime Minister Modi to be their leader, and officially the only step left is for them to go to the Rashtrapati Bhavan in a short while from now. I think you can confirm that for us, Abhishek. Will that also happen in a short while from now? We're expecting NDA leaders, and I had some of the names. Rajnath Singh, JP Nadda, Amit Shah, and Chandrababu Naidu, Nitish Kumar, Eknath Shinde could be accompanying the Prime Minister as they meet the President perhaps later tonight, a little after 7:30 p.m. to stake claim. They're not waiting. They're going to the President and they're going to stake claim. And this is at the Rashtrapati Bhavan a little after 7:30 p.m. Abhishek, I'm going to read this. You have this as well. भारत के 140 करोड़ देशवासियों के पिछले 10 वर्षों में आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी की नेतृत्व में एनडीए सरकार की जन कल्याणकारी नीतियों से देश को हर क्षेत्र में विकसित होते देखा है और बहुत लंबे अंतराल लगभग 6 दशक के बाद भारत की जनता ने लगातार तीसरी बार पूर्ण बहुमत से सशक्त नेतृत्व को चुना है. So they've gone on to credit Modi for the NDA gaining these numbers, Abhishek, which means it's a clear, there was a lot of speculation yesterday once the numbers settled down that because the BJP did not touch the majority mark, there would be some sort of a discussion, some sort of a rethink, etc. But none of that is happening. It at best was a WhatsApp theory limited to social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and mostly on WhatsApp, that there would be some change of guard perhaps, but none of that is going to happen. This is a mandate for Modi. The NDA has acknowledged it's a clear mandate for Modi. They got that many seats. They've crossed the majority mark. It may be 293. It is not just a simple majority. It is a simple majority, but the fact that they have done it, when you compare the numbers of 2004 and 2009 of how many seats Congress managed to get and compare that.
Yes, Niranjan.
Okay, 7:05 p.m. I'm getting in breaking news now. 5 p.m. will be the swearing in. 7th, 5 p.m. That's tomorrow. Aishwarya is also joining us live. We have a breaking news update. Aishwarya in the newsroom announcing that at 5 p.m. on the 7th is when
the President of India's office has given official timing of 5 p.m. on the 7th. They have called, I repeat, on the 7th, 5 p.m. in the evening, the President of India's office has given time to the NDA. Leader Narendra Modi will be going with all these 21 leaders. With all these 21 leaders, Prime Minister Modi will be going on the 7th, 5 p.m. that is day after. So that has been confirmed. Niranjan, back to you.
Okay, so I have the name of the 21 leaders as well, Abhishek, just in case anybody had a doubt there. The full NDA group that met at the Prime Minister's residence, the NDA group meeting, let me just show you that the names. I have that list with me. This is the official PMO document that we've also accessed. Abhishek has been able to get this document for us. This is Prime Minister Modi. A list of who was present at the Prime Minister's residence today. Prime Minister Modi, JP Nadda, Rajnath Singh, Amit Shah, Chandrababu Naidu, Nitish Kumar, Eknath Shinde, Kumaraswamy, Chirag Paswan, Jitan Ram Manji, Pawan Kalyan, Sunil Tatkare, Anupriya Patel, Jayant Chaudhary, Praful Patel, Pramod Boro, Atul Bora, Indra Hang Subba, Sudesh Mato, Rajiv Ranjan Singh, Sanjay Jha. 21 leaders met. The party being coordinated by both Vinod Tawde and Tarun Chugh were also present in that meeting. The BJP, of course, the single largest party in India. The BJP itself is much bigger than the India bloc combined. So I think the big news, Abhishek, without wasting time, 5 p.m. on the 7th of June. Abhishek, why don't you tell our viewers about how this is going to unfold, how this is going to pan out? Abhishek.
Yeah, Ashwar.
And the next steps.
All right, Niranjan, thank you so much for those breaking news development updates on the NDA resolution and the leaders who were present there. But and in between, Ashwara getting us the information that it's likely that the NDA leadership would meet the president on June 7th afternoon at around 5 p.m. We don't know whether this is for, this is for swearing-in ceremony is what we are getting to here. And let's get one more confirmation with Ashwarya. If we can get him on air and on phone, because with this resolution having been made, the numbers are in place. And we're getting to hear that after the meeting with the NDA MPs on 7th June, the allies of the NDA will meet President Draupadi Murmu. So obviously this is about staking claim. This is about staking claim, not the oath taking. This is about staking claim, which is going to happen on... Oh, that's okay. We have to... We have Prakash. Let's go to Prakash first and then to Shawan. Prakash, we are getting these important developments back to back. And you would have heard some of it when I was speaking that the NDA has passed a resolution unanimously electing Prime Minister Narendra Modi as its leader. So obviously he becomes the Prime Minister again. A foregone conclusion, some would say. But more importantly, the NDA meeting, the precedent is not happening today. It is happening on June 7, after the full formal NDA meet that happens with the MP elects or the members of parliament who have been elected from these parties. They come to Delhi and have a meeting, full-fledged meeting on June 7. That's when the staking of claim to form the government is going to happen. And next day on June 8, the oath taking happens. What are you hearing, Prakash, about this?
Well, Abhishek, that's a formal process of formalizing things before the formation of the government. Yes, the BJP parliamentary party would meet first and then elect Narendra Modi as their parliamentary party leader, and then various other political parties affiliated to the NDA would meet and elect their legislative party leader, and then a combined meeting of all the NDA political parties would be held to elect Narendra Modi as the leader of the NDA parliamentary party. And then all the political parties thereafter would go on 7 June, as you suggest, or Aishwarya has suggested, at 5 p.m. to stake a claim for the formation of the government. And that is a mere formality, photo of and showing that they are united, and it's a show of a strength that we are pre-poll allies, and a photo of opportunity to show to the country that every alliance partner is intact, and we are here together before the President of India to stake a claim. And as you have suggested that on 8th of June, the final swearing-in ceremony would take place. The time is yet to be decided. So these are all formal process and formalities that has to be taken place before staking claim to form the government before the president.
Okay, before we cut to those breaking news developments, in fact, I was speaking to Shravan, and let me go back to Shravan. Prakash, stay with us. These are important developments that are taking place back to back, minute to minute, so we are not going to let you go off. And Shravan, is Chandrababu Naidu back where you are, because that's from where he had left, or is he going back to Vijayawada and is going to come back again day after tomorrow? He's going to camp in Delhi for the next 2 days and be part of the deliberations of the government formation, or he's going to go back and come back again? What's really happening on the ground there in the TDP camp?
Well, that's not happening, Abhishek, given the fact that a short while back when we did actually get a chance to meet Chandrababu Naidu, he had already indicated that he would be heading back to Vijayawada later tonight. There is a slim possibility that he could actually meet some of the parliamentarians before he goes, and that's the reason why. I'll just quickly give you a glimpse of what's happening just behind me, because a short while back we were told that there's a possibility that he would come, meet the parliamentarians and then head back to Vijayawada, because the preparations for the swearing in Andhra Pradesh is expected to be on the 9th, because we are also picking up that there's a possibility that the Prime Minister as well as Amit Shah could actually attend the swearing-in ceremony. That's the preparation that is underway already in Vijayawada at this point in time. So Chandrababu Naidu in all likelihood would be returning a day after tomorrow on the 7th. Now, with regards to the deliberations that are already underway, there was an indication that was actually coming in that Chandrababu Naidu could separately meet the Prime Minister with regards to the demands that have essentially been made from their side. Now, that confirmation yet to really come in, because this meeting that Chandrababu Naidu would want to have personally with the Prime Minister was particularly to do with the roadmap of Andhra Pradesh, and in terms of what is it that the TDP would actually get into as far as their representation in the Council of Ministers are concerned.
All right, NDA to meet the president, stake claim to form the government on June 7th, so it's not happening today as was earlier speculated. And the NDA leaders who were part of the meeting, which we just brought for you, 21 leaders of the NDA, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, BJP President JP Nadda, senior ministers Amit Shah and Rajnath Singh, they were there as part of the BJP. Then you had Nitish Kumar of the JDU, you had Chandrababu Naidu of the TDP, you had Pawan Kalyan of the JSP, you had Eknath Shinde of the Shinde Sena. For the NCP, there were Praful Patel, and you also had Anupriya Patel of the Apna Dal Sonelal, and then there was Jayant Chaudhary. Of the RLD, and those leaders were present when the resolution was passed. Okay, let's go back to Prakash now. Prakash, outside the Prime Minister's residence at the Lok Kalyan Marg. Prakash, the political resolutions which even you would have seen now, or the unanimous resolution electing Prime Minister as their leader, do you get a sense that this is a very strong document of support for the Prime Minister, and it could not have been better, or it could not have been any different?
Well, Abhishek, it has to be, because at the end of the day, they have all agreed into a pre-poll arrangement and contested elections together. So I see this as a mere formality, but it is just about the kind of numbers the BJP has got, 32 sort of majority mark. 32 sort of majority mark. That's why we are talking about all these political ifs and buts. But there is no doubt that the entire NDA fought on in the name of Narendra Modi. And Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, would have added some share of vote into their kitty, into each and every candidate who fought on the name of NDA. So I see this as a mere formality. But yes, TDP and Nitish Kumar would certainly want their share as much as they can, and they would bargain hard. Of course, because earlier we had seen, as someone has been suggesting, that they would want the speaker's post, as earlier they had held the speaker post in the past. But I see that I will find it surprising if BJP sacrifices the speaker's post, because the speaker is like a crown, and they would not want to sacrifice, because there are certain contentious bills and issues that has to be passed in the parliament.
Okay, in between I'll go back to Shawan, but I want to go to Harsha also, because she's reporting from outside Mallikarjun Kharge residence, where Indie Bloc meeting is taking place. Prakash, stay with us. Let's go to Shawan. Shawan, we are getting this important development coming in that N. Chandrababu Naidu has actually gone to meet Piyush Goyal, senior minister in the government, and not come to where you are. So what's really happening? Is it already the brass tacks talks that are taking shape, given the fact that Piyush Goyal happens to be key negotiator of the government, as we understand?
Well, let's make no mistake of the fact that the bargaining has already begun. This was much before Chandrababu Naidu had already left from Vijayawada, because there were calls that were made from the BJP as well as Chandrababu Naidu had already spoken. There were TDP parliamentarians who have been here getting a sense of what is it that they can achieve from the negotiation. So one cannot take away the fact that there is a high possibility that in terms of the key portfolios that we're really talking about, there is already some sort of a communication that has already happened. In fact, when the MPs actually had a meeting with Chandrababu Naidu, which lasted roughly about 25 minutes, the expression that was made was this, that this should be communicated to the BJP today itself, so that it can be worked out, ironed out as soon as possible. And that's where this 2:2 ratio basically emerged. The two, as far as two key portfolios here, as part of the Council of Ministers, and two for the BJP in Andhra Pradesh. So this is largely the composition that you're looking at.
Shawan,
in terms of the speaker's position, remember, this is something that has happened in the past. Whether at all they're going to stick to it, hold on to it, is something that we'll have to wait and watch, because there's been nothing beyond the fact that this has worked for the TDP in the past. It's going to be a repeat or not, that's not known.
Well, absolutely, and these are intricate talks that are going to take place, complex, you know. Now we are getting first picture of the victory follow-up that happened at the Prime Minister's residence after the NDA meeting that took place. So all the leaders who were part of the NDA meeting took a photo also of themselves, and this marks the NDA meet victory photo, all with their fingers showing the victory sign. All the leaders present there. There seem to be more than 21, but the 21 names that we have, you can of course see in the front row Prime Minister, next to him on one side, on his left, Chandrababu Naidu, to his left, Nitish Kumar, to his left, Eknath Shinde, to his left, Praful Patel, and to his left, Jitin Ram Manjhi, to the right of Prime Minister JP Nadda, to his right, Rajnath Singh, to his right, Union Home Minister Amit Shah, and to his right, JDS's HD Kumaraswamy. Behind them in the row, you can see Lallan Singh between Amit Shah and HD Kumaraswamy. And then you have other leaders in the back row, which includes Jayant Chaudhary, which includes Chirag Paswan, which includes Atul Boro, which includes Anupriya Patel, which includes Pawan Kalyan, which includes other leaders who were part of the meeting. So victory photo up there happening at the Prime Minister's residence. These are politics, is about optics. So obviously this photo is very important there in sending a message to the respective cadres of these political parties that the leaders are together, and that they are going to be forming the government. So the first picture coming in of NDA leaders with a victory sign. And we continue this conversation on the other side of a short commercial break.
Do you have have an entrepreneurial dream? Do you have a good business plan? Arbiter X, an extension of the Republic Business Emerging Technology Awards, is where you should be. A business plan contest, Arbiter X gives you the scope to pitch your ideas, get it funded, and secure mentorship from the who's who of the world of entrepreneurship. Here's an opportunity to build a brand and an opportunity to shine. Do sign up for Arbiter X and let your ideas take form.
For a country taking bold strides in economic growth and scientific advancement, India's digital success story is a unique study in brilliance, semiconductors, space tech, EVs, fintech, health tech, and more. Entrepreneurs driving India's brand new success story, and they deserve a salute. Republic Business is all set to host its first ever Emerging Technology Awards, and if you think your work qualifies, if you think that you could inspire hundreds at home and beyond, do apply or nominate. For more details, do log in to www.rbita.in.
For a country taking bold strides in economic growth and scientific advancement, India's digital success story is a unique study in brilliance, semiconductors, space tech, EVs, fintech, health tech, and more. Entrepreneurs driving India's brand new success story deserve a salute. Republic Business is all set to host its first ever Emerging Technology Awards. If you think your work qualifies, if you think you could inspire hundreds at home and beyond, do apply or nominate. For more details, log on to rbita.in.
For a country taking bold strides in economic growth and scientific advancement, India's digital success story is a unique study in brilliance, semiconductors, space tech, EVs, fintech, health tech, and more. Entrepreneurs driving India's brand new success story, and they deserve a salute. Republic Business is all set to host its first ever Emerging Technology Awards, and if you think your work qualifies, if you think that you could inspire hundreds at home and beyond, do apply or nominate. For more details, do log in to www.rbita.in.
With over 1,12,718 startups igniting innovation, driving digital growth, over 800 million internet users are bridging distances and strengthening bonds across the globe, making India the third largest digitalized country in
the Republic Luminous Studio, your destination for all the breaking news updates. I am Suesha Sawant. Let's get started.
पता नहीं क्रिकेट का फ्यूचर कैसा होगा, पर सीलिंग फैंस का फ्यूचर पता है, because it's already here. Orient AeroSense with voice command. Alexa, switch on the fan. Orient BLDC fan, the future of fans.
Where the software engineer meets the talented photographer to create the big dream. The world comes together at Sharda University.
चल, हो जा शुरू।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो, पतवारा हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो, पतवारा हुआ रे।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
Where the software engineer meets the cool UI UX designer to create the big dream. The world comes together at Sharda University.
चल हो जा शुरू।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी।
For a country taking bold strides in economic growth and scientific advancement, India's digital success story is a unique study in brilliance, semiconductors, space tech, EVs, fintech, health tech, and more. Entrepreneurs driving India's brand new success story, and they deserve a salute. Republic Business is all set to host its first ever Emerging Technology Awards. And if you think your work qualifies, if you think that you could inspire hundreds at home and beyond, do apply or nominate. For more details, do log in to www.rbeta.in.
Do you have an entrepreneurial dream? Do you have a good business plan? Arbiter X, an extension of the Republic Business Emerging Technology Awards, is where you should be. A business plan contest, Arbiter X gives you the scope to pitch your ideas, gets it funded, and secure mentorship from the who's who of the world of entrepreneurship. Here's an opportunity to build a brand and an opportunity to shine. Do sign up for Arbiter X and let your ideas take form.
Stand by. Well, after the crucial NDA meeting, TDP chief Chandrababu Naidu has now returned to Parliamentary Jaidev Kala's residence. In a short while from now, we're being told that there could be a small meeting with the TDP MPs before he heads back to Vijayawada and comes back to the national capital only on the 7th. In fact, a short while back, images also came in of the NDA meeting that took place, and now the Prime Minister certainly poised for the third term with the allies coming together. NDA Sarkar, as the Prime Minister has been calling it, saying that we'll be able to fulfill all the promises that have been made. Take a look at this image that we're just putting out on your screens right now, the victory sign being shown by all the NDA allies, sending across a strong message that this is a coalition government which is strong and would be able to perform as well as transform.
Where the software engineer meets the talented photographer to create the big dream. The world comes together at Sharda University.
चल हो जा शुरू।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी।
Do you have an entrepreneurial dream? Do you have a good business plan. Arbiter X, an extension of the Republic Business Emerging Technology Awards, is where you should be. A business plan contest, Arbiter X gives you the scope to pitch your ideas, gets it funded, and secure mentorship from the who's who of the world of entrepreneurship. Here's an opportunity to build a brand and an opportunity to shine. Do sign up for Arbiter X and let your ideas take form.
चल हो जा शुरू
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी
For a country taking bold strides in economic growth and scientific advancement, India's digital success story is a unique study in brilliance, semiconductors, space tech, EVs, fintech, health tech, and more. Entrepreneurs driving India's brand new success story, and they deserve a salute. Republic Business is all set to host its first ever Emerging Technology Awards, and if you think your work qualifies, if you think that you could inspire hundreds at home and beyond, do apply or nominate. For more details, do log in to www.rbeta.in.
Do you have an entrepreneurial dream? Do you have a good business plan? Arbiter X, an extension of the Republic Business Emerging Technology Awards, is where you should be. A business plan contest, Arbiter X gives you the scope to pitch your ideas, gets it funded, and secure mentorship from the who's who of the world of entrepreneurship. Here's an opportunity to build a brand and an opportunity to shine. Do sign up for Arbiter X and let your ideas take form. The Republic Business Emerging Technology Awards is coming up soon, and here are your reasons for participating in the mega event. First, an opportunity for a massive exposure on the Republic Digital Network. Second, authentic insights into your business from decision makers and thought leaders in the digital space. And third, an opportunity to network and drive impact. If you're keen to participate, we're keen on having you on board on the basis of 3 conditions. First, second, and third. See you at Arbiter 2024.
For a country taking bold strides in economic growth and scientific advancement, India's digital success story is a unique study in brilliance, semiconductors, space tech, EVs, fintech, health tech, and more. Entrepreneurs driving India's brand new success story deserve a salute. Republic Business is all set to host its first ever Emerging Technology Award.
Powered by Vimal, Polo Zuban Kesari.
Co-powered by Simpolo. Tile ho to Simpolo.
At Amity, we are committed to building a stronger India through world-class education and research to nurture ideal citizens who, together with the leaders of today and tomorrow, will make India a world superpower. Amity University, India's leading not-for-profit private university.
Kane, sir, your dinner.
On a tile? It's antibacterial.
Scratch resistant also.
The plates? Kane bhai, it's a tile ad.
IM Plus technology से बने world class tiles. Tile हो तो Simpolo.
Where the software engineer meets the gifted content writer to create the big dream. The world comes together at Sharda University.
चल हो जा शुरू हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुमा केसरी।
With over 1,12,718 startups igniting innovation, driving digital growth. Over 800 million internet users are bridging distances and strengthening bonds across the globe, making India the third largest digitalized country in the world, accounting for around 46% of the world's real-time digital transactions. To celebrate the makers and shakers behind Digital India and India's phenomenal digital yatra, Republic Business is delighted to bring its inaugural Republic Business Emerging Tech Awards,
where the software engineer meets the gifted content writer to create the big dream. The world comes together at Sharda University.
चल, हो जा शुरू।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो, मतवारा हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो, मतवारा हुआ रे।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुमा केसरी।
For a country taking bold strides in economic growth and scientific advancement, India's digital success story is a unique study in brilliance, semiconductors, space tech, EVs, fintech, health tech, and more. Entrepreneurs driving India's brand new success story, and they deserve a salute. Republic Business is all set to host its first ever Emerging Technology Awards. And if you think your work qualifies, if you think that you could inspire hundreds at home and beyond, do apply or nominate. For more details, do log in to www.rbeta.in.
The Republic Business Emerging Technology Awards is coming up soon, and here are your reasons for participating in the mega event. First, an opportunity for a massive exposure on the Republic Digital Network. Second, authentic insights into your business from decision makers and thought leaders in the digital space. And third, an opportunity to network and drive impact. If you're keen to participate, we're keen on having you on board on the basis of 3 conditions. First, second, and third. See you at Arbiter 2024.
For a country taking bold strides in economic growth and scientific advancement, India's digital success story is a unique study